Hey guys, it's Jessie again. I just wanted to wish everybody a very belated Happy Valentine's Day. And this week I'll be running a webinar on romantic tension. Yes, very seasonal, I'm aware. So I'm going to give you my top tips on how to add romantic tension and romantic elements to your novel. So let's begin. Number 1, use emotional, physical, or psychological conflicts to generate tension. This will take a little bit of character exploration and knowing the character's triggers. Number 2, draw an experience. This is pretty true as far as writing any sort of character. How have you dealt with conflict differently with somebody that you're sexually attracted to, as opposed to familial or platonic relationships? Do you change your tactics? What sort of preparation goes into this? This is very important because your characters will most likely react similarly to the way that you would, or you can at least understand where they're coming from and why they're acting the way that they are. So number 3, rent romantic comedies. Watch for the ebb and flow of passion and emotion. Whether they're classics with Clark Gable in them, or something more modern, the emotions will be similar, and you'll be able to discern what causes the tension and watch the reactions therein. Number 4, use your setting to create tension. Is it a fantasy setting? Because if it is, then maybe it's a dragon. If it's a modern political setting, why are two opposing characters on the political scene trying to get together, other than raw sexual energy? So that brings me to number 5. Write your characters, the heroes and the heroines, as strong-willed, intelligent people. Not only will your audience be able to connect most readily to these sorts of characters, but people and characters alike of this sort of disposition never fail to generate tension, romantic or not. So, number 6, draw out plot elements to increase conflict. Don't make the solution an easy 1-2 punch. Nobody wants to read a novella where the romantic tension is solved within the first 10 pages, and then you're left with 90 pages of smut. I mean, if you're writing smut, have at it, have fun, but there's not such a demand as far as plot is concerned. So, number 7, resolve your plot and your storyline, culminate the tension of the romantic elements with a logical and believable conclusion. Just make it make sense. This sort of thing is actually really important because your audience isn't dumb, and they're not going to just believe anything that you throw at them. If you want to throw out something illogical or something slightly odder than what your world would allow for, make sure that you can explain it away, and make sure that it's believable above all else. So, some more helpful tips are: study the novels that you would want to write, whether this is for romance or science fiction, what have you. Genre reading is really important. So if you're writing, let's say you are writing a romance novel, make sure that you actually do your research and take a look into a couple of them before you start writing. Set up any attractions that you have between your characters so that there's an element of the forbidden, because it'll keep your audience on the edge of their seats throughout the story, whether they're going to get together, whether they're going to kill each other, things like that are important, and it's important to make distinctions along the way. So, for my final tip, keep in mind sexual attraction is great, but make sure that it's more than just the knee-jerk physical reaction, because you can put two beautiful people in a room and they'll want to go at it like bunnies, but at the same time, you want your characters to have more depth than a puddle. So, make sure that they connect somehow on an intellectual level, or maybe they just like being rivals with each other. Make sure that there is something beyond just the pure physical chemistry between the two of them. that's fine for the onset, because let's be honest, people are shallow, and so are characters sometimes. So when you have two people that are gorgeous, beautiful, whatever adjectives you want to use, in a room together, and they obviously want to go at it, make sure that it's a little bit deeper than your average puddle. So that's all I have this week. Next week I will be back, and I'm not sure what I'll be talking on yet, but if you have any questions or comments, email me. My email is jessiepeterson@gmail.com, and I also have an Inkwell page on Facebook. You look up Inkwell Imaginings on the Facebook search bar, and you'll find my writing group. So have a great day, and make sure that you have lots of romantic tension in your own lives while keeping the drama to a minimum. Bye guys, have a great day.